Hey everyone, welcome to my first YouTube tutorial. Today we're making these crochet flowers that you can add to pretty much any dress or top. For the yarn today, I'm using an 8 ply or a size 3 acrylic yarn with a 4mm crochet hook. But you really can make these flowers with any yarn size you have available, as the flowers will look pretty either way. So to start off, we're going to make a magic ring. To do so, you just wrap your yarn around 2 fingers like so to make an X at the back. Then you want to grab your crochet hook and take the top left piece out, go back into the top left again, grab the yarn and pull through the loop. Feel free to watch it again if you need, but that basically creates a magic ring like so. Guys, excuse my shaky hands, why am I so nervous on this first video? Anyway, we're going to now make 5 single crochets into the ring. So to do that, you're going to insert your hook inside the ring, keeping the loop on the hook. Grab some yarn, pull up, then yarn over and pull through to make a single crochet. And we're going to do 5 of these. So this is number 2. Yarn over and pull through. And this is number 3, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through, number 4, and last one, number 5, and that was making 5 single crochets into the magic ring. And you can see the 5 stitches just there. What you're going to do now is pull on the short tail end to tighten the ring. And now we're going to slip stitch into the first single crochet that we did. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The stitches sort of look like braids, so you're looking for the 2 loops that make up that first single crochet. You're going to push your crochet hook in, and I find that it can be tight sometimes, so I use my nail. That kind of helps. So now it's in and good to go. You can count that that one's the 5th stitch there. And now we're going to do a slip stitch in. To do that, you're going to yarn over, pull through those 2 loops, and then pull through that last loop. And now we're going to start chaining. We're going to chain 10 to make the first kind of base of our petal. So to do a chain, you want to just yarn over and pull through. So I've done 3. This is number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now that we've chained 10, we're going to turn our work towards the back side, and you'll see these back loops that are kind of going vertical in one direction. We're going to be working single crochets down these straight lines, but skipping the first one. So you want to take your crochet hook, make sure to skip that first back loop and go into the second one here. So to do a single crochet, you put your hook into the loop, you want to yarn over and then pull up a loop, so there's 2 loops on your hook, yarn over again and then pull through both of them, and that is a single crochet. So we're going to be doing 9 single crochets, putting 1 into each of the back loops of the chain until we get to the bottom. So this is after 9 single crochets, and you can count the top of the loops to double check if you like. So after that, we're going to slip stitch into the next single crochet from our magic ring. You also want to make sure it's not twisted or anything. And so we're going into the next 2 loops with our crochet hook, trying to get it in, and you want to yarn over, grab some yarn, pull through, pull up through that first loop. And we're basically going to repeat this until we have a total of 5 little squiggly chains like this. Feel free to rewind the tutorial if you need. after you've done the 5, we're going to be looking for the 9th stitch in that first octopus leg that we made, and we're going to be following this pattern to create the petals of our flower. First up is a single crochet, so we're going to put our crochet hook into that loop we just counted before, yarn over, pull up, you'll have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through those 2 loops to create a single crochet. Next is a half double crochet, so we're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, make sure you're going into 2 loops, yarn over, pull up the yarn, and you'll have 3 loops on the hook. Then you want to yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops to create a half double crochet. Next is a double crochet. We're going to yarn over first and then put our crochet hook into the next stitch. Then yarn over and pull up the loop. This time we're going to yarn over and only pull through 2 loops. Then yarn over again and then pull through those last 2. And that's a double crochet. So you can see how each stitch creates a different height. This is going to be how we make the curve of our petal. So next we're going to do 3 treble crochets. To do so you want to yarn over twice, so you have 3 loops on your hook. Insert your crochet hook into the next stitch. Again, make sure it's going through both loops. Then yarn over, pull through, and you'll have 4 loops on your hook. Then you want to yarn over, pull through only 2, yarn over again, same thing, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through the last 2, and that's a treble crochet. So we're going to do 2 more of these ones. Yarn over twice, put your crochet hook in, pull up a loop, so there's 4 in total, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through the last 2. And the same thing one more time. And then you finish the 3 treble crochets. And now we're going back down to double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to do our half double crochet again, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3, and then finally a single crochet. So put the hook straight in, yarn over and pull up, yarn over and pull through, and this is the first half of the first petal. And so we should have 9 stitches on the other side, where we're pretty much going to do the exact same thing, except first we're going to single crochet into this end turning chain. It doesn't really matter exactly where you put in the single crochet, as long as you just put in one, so it's kind of like the tip of the petal, like so. And then we're going to do the exact same process down the other side of the petal. So first single crochet, and then our half double crochet, yarning over first, putting in the crochet hook, yarn over and pulling through all 3, then our double crochet, yarning over first, then putting in our hook, pulling up a loop, yarning over and pulling through only 2, yarning over and pulling through the last 2, and then our treble crochet, yarning over twice, pulling up a loop, yarn over and only pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2, and then yarn over the last 2, and just repeating that for the next 2 stitches. And then we have our double crochet again, and then half double crochet, and then back to the single crochet. And now we finished the first petal of our flower, and you're going to repeat this process again for the next 4 petals. So again, we're going to find the 9th stitch, and single crochet directly into that stitch that we found. And again, feel free to rewind if you're not too familiar with the different stitches. And yay, this is our final finished flower. I usually like to slip stitch into the back. You can pick any spot, just yarn over and pull straight through. And now you can use scissors or a cutting tool to cut the yarn. I like to leave some extra space so that we have more to work with if we want to tie the flower to things later on. You can pull that tail end through the loop and tighten, and now you have a finished crochet flower. One thing I also recommend for this, you don't have to, but I like to block or steam my crochet project. It's basically like ironing. While it's hot, you can use your fingers to flatten out and mold the project into the shape you want. This just helps keep its shape over time and prevents it from curling up. I'll also link the tutorial for this top in the description. I pretty much just only changed the flower. You can also create this flower in different sizes just by changing the pattern a little bit. And that's what I did for this dress here, just to add variety. And I usually just attach it by tying it on using the tail end. But thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed making these crochet flowers, and feel free to subscribe. I hope to make more videos in the future.